¿Qué pasa, clase? This tutorial will review the verbs ir and dar. First, let's review the conjugations of the verb ir. The verb ir means to go. The yo form of ir is voy. The tu form of ir is vas. The él, ella, usted, or someone's name form of ir is va. The nosotros, nosotras, and someone's name yo form of ir is vamos. The vosotros and vosotras form of ir is vais. And the ellos, ellas, ustedes, and more than one person's name form of ir is van. Now, let's review the uses of the verb ir. We use a conjugation of the verb ir plus a plus a place to communicate where someone is going. We use a conjugation of the verb ir plus a plus an infinitive to communicate what someone is going to do. In English, a contraction is a short form of a word or word group that is made by leaving out a sound or letter. For example, we contract can and not to form the contraction can't. Since the verb ir is followed by a, it is important that we note that a plus el equals al. Other articles that follow a do not contract. Let's compare them. A plus el equals al. A plus la equals Allah. A plus los equals alos. And a plus las equals alas. Remember, adonde is used to ask to where. The interrogative word adonde is frequently used with the verb ir to ask where someone is going. Here are some examples of how we can use adonde with the conjugations of ir to ask where someone is going. Adonde voy is asking, to where am I going? Adonde vas is asking, to where are you going? Adonde va él is asking, to where is he going? Adonde vamos is asking, to where are we going? And finally, adonde van is asking, to where are they going? Now, let's look at some possible responses that we could use to answer those questions. Remember, to say where someone is going, we will use the formula ir plus a plus a place. We must conjugate the verb ir when we use this formula. For adonde voy yo, we answered voy a la biblioteca, which means I am going to the library. For adonde vas tú, we answered vas al baño, which means you are going to the bathroom. Notice how since the noun baño is masculine, the a and the el contract to form al. For adonde va él, we answered él va al gimnasio, which means he is going to the gym. Notice how since the noun gimnasio is masculine, a and the el contracted to form al. For adonde vamos nosotros, we answered vamos a la cafeteria, which means we are going to the cafeteria. For adonde van ellos, we answered ellos van a la oficina, which means they are going to the office. Let's ask what people are going to do so that we can use our formula ir plus a plus an infinitive in our responses. To form our questions, we are going to begin with the interrogative word que, which is asking what, before our formula ir plus a plus an infinitive. We use the infinitive hacer in our questions, which means to do in Spanish. ¿Qué voy a hacer? Is asking, what am I going to do? ¿Qué vas a hacer? Is asking, what are you going to do? ¿Qué va a hacer? Is asking, what is she going to do? ¿Qué vamos a hacer? Is asking, what are we going to do? And ¿qué van a hacer? Is asking, what are they going to do? Notice how the H in hacer is silent. Now let's look at some possible responses that we could use to answer those questions. Now let's look at some possible responses that we could use to answer those questions. For ¿qué voy a hacer? We answer voy a estudiar, which means I am going to study. For ¿qué vas a hacer? We answered vas a practicar, which means you are going to practice. For ¿qué va a hacer? We answered ella va a cantar, which means she is going to sing. For ¿qué vamos a hacer? We answered vamos a leer, which means we are going to read. And for ¿qué van a hacer? We answered van a mirar la televisión, which means they are going to watch TV. Now, let's look at the conjugations of the verb dar, which means to give. The yo form of dar is doy. The tu form of dar is das. The él, ella, usted, or someone's name form of dar is da. The nosotros, nosotras, and someone's name y yo form of dar is damos. The vosotros and vosotras form of dar is dais. And the ellos, ellas, ustedes, and more than one person's name form of dar is dan. The verb dar is used to communicate that someone is giving something. Let's look at a list of things that someone can give to someone else. Un regalo is a present. Una fiesta is a party. Una invitación is an invitation. Un beso is a kiss. Un abrazo is a hug. Unas flores are some flowers. Una tarjeta is a card. And consejos is advice. This concludes our tutorial over the verbs ir and dar. Nos vemos!